We're going live to Argentina. Security forces are currently repressing the Wednesday demonstrations of the retirees, calling for improvements in the social welfare of the country. Right now we are seeing live images as they have having reports of over 20 people have been injured so far in this new brutal repression of the security forces against the people that have come out to peacefully protest, as has become kind of a tradition to every Wednesday, the protests of the retirees to calling for the improvement of pensions, on pension reforms, and calling to the improvements of the different public programs. We must remember that all these protests come in the context of the expedited cuts in budgets of the Milei administration and neoliberal policies, which have, of course, impacted the most vulnerables and have taken the economy of the South American nation of Argentina to new depths. It has seen a very rapid increase in inflation, and at the value of the dollar, which has made at the value of the Argentinian peso, which have made the common people's access to the basic basket unaffordable, with the increase in food prices, in all the services, in electricity, in power. And that is why the Argentinian people have been protesting for several months now, and every Wednesday they come out to protest supporting the retirees, because the retirees has been one of the sectors most impacted with the cut in their pensions, which makes almost impossible the livelihood of the people in Argentina. Right now we are getting reports of a strong repression of the security forces, a strong repression that is commanded under the Interior Minister Patricia Bullrich, who is in favor and supports these repressions, and as part of the criminalization of the peaceful protests of the Argentine people to demand improvements in the social welfare of the country, to demand improvements in the different infrastructures, in healthcare, in education. You must remember that the Milei administration has carried out important cuts both in health and education, triggering the closure of and the reduction of universities' budgets, as well as to in many other public media as well, has seen a very strong cut and layoffs in different public offices, and with the dissolving also of other public ministries. We continue to see this live image of the repression. This is right now taking place in one of the main avenues that leads to the nation's Congress. We're seeing on our lower left corner, we're seeing the repression being faced by the peaceful protesters, by the security forces that are being sprayed with tear gas. Just like 2 minutes ago, as we're seeing there, they are being sprayed with tear gas. Peaceful demonstrations surrounded by a heavily security presence, as we are seeing on our images. A repression that continues as people continue to, of course, to protest peacefully for the removal of all these neoliberal policies that have been implemented by the Milei government that have impacted the most vulnerable. A Milei government that is currently involved in numerous scandals of corruptions that go very close to Milei and also to his family, like his sister and all different close relatives as well. We must continue to see what is happening in Argentina, as people will continue to come out and protest for the right for a good health system, for a good education system, and for the rights of the pensioners to be able to have a dignified life once they retire after years of work and service. We continue to see the arrival of more security forces presence at this important avenue, one of the main avenues of the capital in Buenos Aires that leads to the Congress, as people continue on the streets protesting in the face of repression. There are getting reports of at least 20 people injured so far in this Wednesday's protest, following the strong repression from security forces. As we will continue to monitor the situation that is happening in Argentina. Let's now continue as we put a halt to what is happening in Argentina. We're going to stay tuned, of course, following what is happening in the repression and the protests taking place